So gonna keep my prediction for myself. Hey Snorlax, how you doing? Swain APC bot with exhaust. Double exhaust in the bot lane. I'm a bit worried that communication wasn't its best here. And I don't like the double exhaust, if I'm going to be honest. The cleanse? Purely for the taunt, maybe for the Karma W as well. But I would have liked to see Ghost maybe, and relying that your teammates will help you stay alive. But maybe it was a measure for the early game. But I feel like Ghost here would have been nicer. But that's just my opinion. I'm not an ADC main. So, ignore me. I didn't read which side they were on, so I just clicked on the same as before, so now I misclicked it instead. That's okay, Timper. Maybe your misclick was a big brain move. Okay, so let's have a look. Udyr is going to do his standard Wraith start camp, while Rammus will start bot side, pathing top side. Galio into Jace. I'm a bit worried for the Galio, as it's very easy to bully Galio as a Jace. And bot lane, there's no real threat until level 6 from Gaia's side. And then even then, do you have the kill potential without a gank? I don't think so. So yeah. Takes a bit of a trade there. There's a nice little Q in on the level 1 Mordekaiser. We're getting a very good trade here, which is not ideal for the Mord, and that's a good trade already. Milio throwing the Q in. I'm going to take a close eye on the farming on bot side. I want to see if Swain, because Swain will need some items to become relevant in this game. And if he's not farming well enough, as well as not killing, it's going to take him a long time before he loads up strong enough to deal any damage to the enemy team. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that. Oh, Milio gets slightly caught here. Will shield and basically negate all the damage. And I've got the music still playing, so let me turn that off real quick. And have some silence. Galio now is going to get fought out. Will cancel the Rammus Q, which is a big deal. This might have to be a flash, or he just walks away and just takes the damage. He'll walk away, take the damage, and maybe he stays, or maybe he TPs back in. I think that's the correct choice. I think in this type of comp, you don't need to take any risks. And that's level 3 on both sides and bot, and there's already an 8 CS discrepancy. A ward coming down. Rammus is on the top side taking the crab here, which is safe to do. Healthier boot. Welcome to the Spartan Army, and thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that so much. It is going to do a reset and probably path back to Wraiths, because Wraiths will be up soon, as he doesn't see an opportunity for anything to happen. As you can see, the Wraiths are starting. You know, you could tell I'm a jungle main, guys. I do play a bit of Udyr myself. Find them very fun. Now, this is rough for the Swain. This is what I'm talking about. How do you actually kill here? And you force the flash, as the Karma shield was actually going to save him. But the cleanse on the exhaust was good, but luckily they still have another one hidden in their back pocket. And that's a good little trade-off there. Mordekaiser now misses the Q, but here comes Rammus, and this is big because it's a pre-6 Mordekaiser. And there's the flash. The flash comes forward, but it dodges the Q, which is a big deal. Is there a shield for Mord? Yes, is the answer, and it's just in time as Udyr comes in, and this is going to be a first blood for Udyr. And that was, I feel like, a window they needed to hit. They needed to hit that window. The only thing I could have seen Gaia do better is wait for the Mordekaiser flash and then Q flash with the Yone, and then it was a guaranteed kill. Instead, Mord gets away with the... I'm assuming that shield just came up. And that is a problem now, because Rammus will never be able to gank this lane again. Rammus has to now look at this lane and say, this is none of my business, because now that Mordekaiser reaches 6, as soon as he ever tries to gank, Mordekaiser will just press R on Rammus, and Rammus can't kill him, because he just doesn't have anywhere near enough damage, and Mordekaiser walks out free. So I do not want to see Rammus going top ever again, and just say good luck to the Yone. Instead, I need to see a focus on bot lane, trying to get them ahead. But again, even then, like, how do you gank this? How do you gank this combo without them pushing up? Or maybe if they do this and Rammus is aware, he can come down. And no, they're going to back off. They're not going to completely commit. And I guess that's just fine. The boost of swiftness is done on the Udyr, which is lovely. Davey is falling far behind on the CS, but so is 1-1. And actually, the Swain is keeping up just fine. There's a nice taunt and a decent trade by the Galio. Team is Iris collective, calm and focused gameplay is really coming through. The Rammus is just going to walk by. They now have full prio. They now know the dragon's being taken. The Galio R is coming in. And here comes the taunt. Huge Galio R, actually. And this is why the Galio is such a beautiful pick in team play. The Udyr is having no remorse on the Swain. And the Jace tries to help. And we're going to have no remorse there either. And that is a 2-0. No, maybe a 3-0. Because Karma died too. But the kill time is that quick. And a dragon lost. And Team Iris are looking for a revenge tour here, getting their early lead against Team Gaia. I like their draft. I really do. Their drafting was really nice this game. And like I said, Rammus right now, as strong as he is this patch, I don't see any opportunities for him other than mid. But if the Galio is playing safe and just playing for his R, then what does the Rammus do? What does the Rammus do? I think the Rammus pick here is unfortunately not going to be that helpful. Not in laning phase at least. I just don't see any ganking potential for him at all. And that's the worst place to be as a jungler. Udyr doesn't have to worry. Udyr is like, well, we're in driving seat, we chilling. But it's Rammus now that needs to try and bring his team back into the game. But looks like they're going to lose this objective too. I've been loving this from Sophie. She's been doing this all tournament. Herald timers. The support is there. And look, Rammus checks and goes, wait, the support is here too. I can't do nothing here. So we're just going to have to let it go. So really well played from Team Iris. I've loved this. Supports, please take note. You should always be roaming with your jungler at Herald spawns and trying to secure that for the team just to outnumber them. And there is a ward here, so that's not going to work. But I think Mordekaiser is more than comfortable here. Or maybe not. There is trouble. And the caster's curse is in. And now Jace is coming here. They've lost Mordekaiser top. So this is extremely brave. Rammus does have the R. The Galio is trying to stall. And one auto is all you need. And he can't get it. He can't get it. The Mordekaiser comes in though, they didn't see the TP and it should be a free kill. The flash comes over. The Udyr could have jumped over the wall to take that, but decides not to. And Rammus gets away, and that's three kills. Just like that. Now you see, they did get aggressive, they wanted to push their lead, and it did backfire. But we'll see how it goes from now on, because the Herald has been taken. The Udyr did survive, and it is going AP. So 5 Dark Seals are still in action, and that's all that matters, right? No one cares as long as you got your stack still. Alright, there will be a Beautiful plate taken here. Proven themselves for me, if you ask me. True. And this is where you're going to start... Oh. We're going to have a pause, but let's have a look at the scoreboards. And this is what I wanted to mention about the bot lane farm. As you can see, the Swain isn't gaining any advantage in terms of kills, but is also falling behind in the farm. Whereas the Xayah's got 80. That's needed 27 CS lead with 2 kills and assist. Xayah is going to be considerably more useful sooner than the Swain in these fights. I think it was a mistake dying to the Yone here, but the CS is dead even. Of course, there's an advantage with the kill. The Udyr is doing what Udyr does and power farms a lot better than the Rammus, while also having 100% KP, which is a jungler's dream, and getting... The jungler has gotten all the objectives, 100% KP, and is out CSing the enemy jungler. You're in dreamland. So you can start seeing that there are some advantages on both sides. You can see the Jace is 50 CS ahead. 50. You heard that correctly. 5-0. And this Jace is going to start hurting. And he's going to start hurting good. Whether or not these guys can keep Jace away from Xayah, it will be a different story. Xayah and Milio, to be fair, because Milio needs to stay alive. Milio needs to play the back line as much as possible and make sure that he doesn't get sniped out by Yone or Jace, and I don't know how they're going to kill them. I don't know how they're going to kill them without hitting the back line. In my humble opinion. Why are you listening to white people music? All music is beautiful. And there's a good trade. And there's comes a return trade. And I pray that I don't have issues. I really do. I really do, guys. Pray I don't have issues here. Please! Thank you. Fixed it. Call me technical Jalubi. Call me when you have technical issues. Oh wait, I took away the scoreboard. Never mind. Ignore me, man. There we go. The humble opinion of a hard stock diamond. True. It's a spectator bug. Don't worry, just leave it. Okay. I still fixed it. More like tech issue Janubi. Okay, Xayah finishes Kraken Slayer. Big deal. First item done, while Swain... Let's have a look at the money graph, actually. As you can see, Xayah's on 4,000. Nearly 200, and we're only just hitting 3,000 for Swain, so that's a 1,200 lead in the ADC swaps, as we should say, because Swain is an APC. So we'll see how that goes. But 113 CS in mid is a bit dangerous, if you ask me, and the Yomu's is complete. Oh, we're gonna just force Herald here. We still have 4 plates available. Is there going to be a reaction? It looks like Jace is on the way and so is Rammus, but Galio is lurking in the shadows with his R up. I'd like to see Team Iris now just back up here. There's no reason to overstay. Galio's back in mid, but it looks like they want to force something. And that is nasty damage. And here we go with the Rammus engage. Let's see what happens. And there's the Galio engage, straight onto Jace. The taunt is huge, it actually hits all members. The Swain, no damage as of yet, but the Yone comes in to create some backup. Yone catches their entire squad. And that is going to be a... How did they lose that one? Wow. Wow, that needs an instant replay, but I don't do those. That looks so good with the Galio taunt, but the Yone Odd cancels it out. Huge. And just like that, Yone is considerably ahead. They pick up a dragon and they're ahead in gold and in kills. That was insane. That Yone R was insane. The Galio came through with an incredible taunt on top of that as well. And it was negated by the quality of that Yone R. And here we go, Yone is now pondering on what to do, and it looks like he's just going to travel back to top lane. Galio now has moved himself to the bot lane region, while bot lane on Team Gaia's side will move to mid, and so will... Never mind, they're actually going to send Swain to solo... No, never mind, they're also sending Karma, so they're going to send them both back to bot lane. I thought there was going to be a switch. I wouldn't have minded sending Swain against the Galio, just so Swain can start catching up a little bit. But then I guess that puts Jace a little bit behind on the CS, but you could have Karma just hovering instead of in XP range. But nonetheless, they've chosen... Oh, maybe they are choosing to do it. But there's a fight going on in the top lane. And here comes... a lot of people. Rammus will get away, but Jace might be in trouble. Is this an over chase? No, the Karma's coming in to help as well. The Zaya's finally joined in as well. It's all for the Herald. Everyone's here for the Herald. They're ready to rumble. Now, who gets the good engage? Karma, not Karma. Rammus is on half HP, but there's a TP coming in from the Galio. The Galio is now... No, the Galio's been cancelled. The Galio TP has been cancelled. And this is good. This is dangerous. Who gets the smite? And the smite stolen! It's stolen by the Rammus. The Rammus TP's away. The Mordekaiser aren't coming in. They're in. And it's on the Jace. The Jace is now out of the fight. The Rammus now is in trouble. And the Jace might go down for this. And that's why the Mordekaiser was such a beautiful pick into this comp. You take away their strongest player, and then the rest of the team are sitting there naked asking for a little quickie, and you're rejecting it. And here we go. This is a huge play. The Rammus does take the Herald, but at what cost? The cost of the Jace being shut down, and mid tower also going down, with top lane pushing in with Mordekaiser and bot lane pushing in with the Galio. Tempo is fully and engaged in Team Iris's side. 1.1k in the lead. I want a quickie. We can't always get what we want, unfortunately. And Jace here now is having a look at the... He misses, and this could be troublesome. I felt like Galio goes in here against him. They choose to calmly just continue as normal, but I feel like that was a mistake on Jace's end. He did have flash, so he might have been able to get away. Well, he nearly has flash, so he might have been able to get away, but I feel like there was an opportunity there to kill Jace. Especially after his EQ combo missed. This is closer than I thought. It's very, very close game. They will gain bot tower here. Yone now is doing a lot of damage, but I say a lot of damage. I retract that statement because he basically did none. And here's Milio. Just making sure, you know, there's no fishy plays going on. And do they just go for a dive here? They're just going to secure the top tower. They're going to make sure top tower goes down and there's no one close enough to help in time. Jace is on the way and they throw Herald mid, but this tower will go down. Are they going to go for the dive? I don't think they should, but they're going to commit to it because Milio is not there. Milio has left. Milio is completely left, and we just ignored the tower as well. And they're going to go for mid instead. Oh, and I think there was a lack of communication there, a lack of calls there, because the team decided to do one thing and the rest of the team decided to do the other. I think with Milio there, it's a different story, but not fully being on the same page makes that play a lot worse than it should have been. Rammus now coming in. And will taunt the Milio, which means Milio can't use his R. He uses it now, though, and here comes the taunt from Galio. He gets a big man taunt, actually. Hitting the Rammus is not what you want to do as a Xayah. But here comes... I don't even know what's going on, but a lot of the R's are down. Jace gets a kill. Udir's chasing him down. We'll get this kill. Xayah now in trouble with the Yone. Will flash away. And that is fantastic. Kicing abilities from the Xayah. The Xayah comes back in a little bit greedy and will suffer a death there, but Xayah's death does not go in vain because they get the shutdown on the Yone. Swain is hopeful that he's able to get the smite off, but the smite is still readily available and it will be a very easy smite. Where's my team? Yo, Musa, how you doing? Yo, Maxim Brobfish, how you doing? Hello, Princess Somi, how you doing? Centauria, how you doing? You can dress as a nun if you want, not required though. This will be a breathing into each other's neck type of game the entire time. I believe so. We're neck and neck on kills. There's barely a goal difference. Otaku Marvin PPX, welcome to the Spawn Army. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. So Swain has an item finished. Has finally hit the 100 CS mark. So we're getting to the point we want Swain to be in. And to be fair, the game has still remained even. And this is a lot of damage now from the Yone, and that's gonna cause Mordekaiser to just step away. And he's got to be careful here because he might get odd. And no, we're just going to walk away. Baron is now in action, guys. So Baron plays are now possible. We'll see if we do get to that. Jace is going to go in. And that is a fantastic disengage. And that's an insane amount of damage from the Jace. But here we go. The Avengers have assembled. They do want to collapse. But the Karma and Rammus are hovering just in case for this precise moment. Was watching this whole time thinking I was already following. Apologies, my goat. That's okay, brother. I appreciate you regardless. Mordekaiser will be resetting here. All eyes on the Baron now. And what a game we have on our hands here. A 1k difference so far in the favor of Team Iris. We have the mythics are all done apart from Xayah's. And of course Rammus, because Rammus is, you know, they love their Thorn Mills. And it looks like they're going to want to gain... they want to gain some control over the Baron. Vision control, that is. Which they have. Now they're looking to see if they can kill the Jace. But Karma is coming to hover. Karma is coming to hover. No, Karma goes back to mid, and now there is two topside in the jungle. They're going to know this. They're going to try and collapse on the Milio. But never mind, they see the Udyr as well, and they're just going to back off nice and calmly. Galio heading back to bot to start pushing waves. He has got his TP ready. 1-1's nearly got his. Jace and Yone have theirs ready too. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. The vision control is still being maintained by Team Iris. Gaia are going to do their best to regain that vision control. Information is what wins games, guys. And that's a big set of damage. But Milio will walk away there with bruises. But nothing that will kill. But it's tight. It's very, very tight. It's our only 1k difference. And the Baron is being pinged by Team Iris. They see the jungler bot side, but Rammus is a quick bugger. They see this. They see the vision. And now they can confirm that the Baron is being taken, but is there enough time for the Rammus to make it? That is the question. Yone might have to go in with his ARG, and so does Jace, to stall this as much as they can. And there's already been a steal this game. And actually, someone dies instantly. I don't even know who. The Baron gets taken, but at what cost? The Xayah's going to try and walk away from this. Mordekaiser is in a pickle, surrounded by 5 members of the enemy team. Never a place you would want to be. The Baron does get secured at the cost of 3 champions. Whether or not that is worth, only time will tell. They're going to trade for a tower and they're going to lose Dragon, I believe, from this. So maybe the Baron isn't as worth as it could have been. Someone blew up instantly. I don't know who it was. I believe it was Galio. Gaia didn't even have a chance. Now, I don't know why Team Gaia isn't forcing this Baron, Dragon as fast as they can. Because they're giving an opportunity for Team Iris to get to the Dragon on time. They're gonna get to the Dragon on time. Why did they not focus this down and just secure it? Here comes Udyr. And as you can see, the Dragon's nowhere near done. Maybe they forgot that portals were online for this game. But there's a huge EQ. And another secured Dragon for Team Iris. There comes the Galio. The Galio front lining beautifully, actually. And the Rammus is in a position that we do not want to be in. And there goes Yone. Another shutdown given to Udyr. Now here comes the chase. Can they keep this chase going though? There goes an R from Milio. And Swain's in trouble inside Maud's ultimate. And we still have Baron buffs online after all of this. So 3 people get traded back. I really am disappointed in Team Gaia not securing that Dragon immediately instead of hovering mid. Swain, Rammus don't have the damage to do a 4th Dragon that quickly. But it's what's done is done. And now this is bad. Mordekaiser's caught. Possibly gets away. Tries his best to save him, the Galio. And Galio might be caught because Rammus is Rammus. But he cancels with the taunt, which is a great play. Here comes Milio, making it very difficult for him to die. But it's not enough. And another throw back. Is this becoming a game of who can throw harder? Because this is getting interesting. We like a bit of chaos. And as Baron buff is going to wear out, we look at the gold, and there's only a 200 gold difference. We've got to 27th minute, and the gold is still basically dead even. What a game for a final. What a game. Jace will secure the blue. The Galio needs a little bit more farm in my personal opinion. But the R's have been good. The front lining has been good. The Galio is building, has built also plated steel caps and some anti-heal. So they're really using this Galio for his utility, not for the damage. Okay, Yone has pushed the bot lane beautifully. And top lane seems to... Is it possibly pushing back in? Yeah, it's going to be pushing back in. Udyr respecting the Yone to a degree, does trade. Swain now on the top side, just gaining some levels and XP. With 2 items now done. Zonya's still not active for the Swain. Mordekaiser and Udyr wanted to try and pick off the Yone, but to no avail. They've been cautious enough to not get caught. There's a lot of vision in their bot side jungle, so they're safe. Pack McDonald's workers. Galio, wandering trader with those items. I think his role here is to just survive and use his R's for the team. And it can work, I can see it working. Okay, there's a slight gold lead now, about 500 in favor of Team Gaia. Back and forth game. The Swain is starting to become active now as well. The Calm's going to become more and more annoying. The Milio cannot afford to take hits like this. This is insane. And the disengage is enough for the Milio to survive. But hold on, maybe the Xayah doesn't go for it. And you can see the Milio is the target for the Jace. And is there going to be a fight from this? And here comes... And that's a lot of damage, but for some reason the Udyr doesn't die, and now they're pushing forward with the Galio. And the Yone goes down, and here comes Udyr with the Gargoyle. No way you're gonna burst in time, and the Karma walks into enemies, and the Swain is just not in position to do anything about that. And a triple kill going to Xayah, who's already got 3 items, makes Xayah that much more scary. And this is going to be Soul Point. By taking that fight, that just before Dragon was always going to be a risk. Mordekaiser's getting exhausted. He's ignoring him and just hitting the tower. This is... Okay, I think he's realized he can't just do this all day. The Baron is up. Now, we have the same problem as we did for that Dragon. This could be too late because the portals are up, guys. And as you can see... We're running for this. I do not like this call. I do not like this call. But they're committing to it, and I respect it. So let's see what happens. And here comes Yone. And somehow, Galio picks up the Baron. The Xayah taking a lot of damage. The Rammus trying to tank, but is being ignored. The Udyr in the middle of the team, tanking up everything we can see. Milio's R is used. Xayah now cleans up Jace. And finally, someone on Team Iris' team goes down, and it's Galio. Swain now. Just not enough damage to be a threat to the rest of the team. And that's a quadra kill. We went from a triple kill to a quadra kill. And this is going to be inhib. Whether it's going to be more, we're going to find out. We've got 20 seconds and counting for the next player to spawn. Let's see what they choose to do with this information. It is the support, so maybe they could push for at least 1 tier 4 talent. I would love to see that. And there's the taunt. That's not going to be a problem. They're actually going to focus the Rammus, and this makes the game winnable. This makes the game winnable. Are they going to just focus the Nexus? Are they just going to focus the Nexus? The Nexus is being focused, but unfortunately it's Milio and Mordekaiser left. But actually, never mind, they just killed. They end the game.